What's going on, everyone? This is ObscureEdge, and I'm back with more map tutorials. Or I guess more or less they're tips and tricks. You can't really do a real tutorial of a map, not that I know of anyway. But let's get started here. So we already did rendering plant. I believe that was my last one that I just did, and we did armory already. Medlab is another cool map. It's not one that I play too often, but it's still fun. So let's get right into what we always start with. We're going to start off with Griffin sound spikes here. So I always like to put one, it's like right in this area, but obviously because my thing moves. So you put it around this area, right on the edge of this rock. It covers a nice good area of that. This one, same thing almost. You get it right in the middle. There's you can't always see that there are raised rocks, but like I already told you guys in my last videos, make sure that you spread them out. Oops, it keeps rolling. There we are. Make sure you have them up and around and stuff like that. Keep in mind, I'm not cookie cutting this as I see it. This is what I actually do every time this map pops up. Just trying to time it out. So this one is a little tricky. You could put it on the edge of this corner, or you could put it. There's another like ledge over here in the map that you could do. And the last one I do right in the far corner. Actually, I want to redo that one. I like to get it right on the edge of everything, about that. And there's like something here, if you can't really see, but there is a ledge here you can put on. Just make sure these are always high. Keep in mind, yeah, there's a lot of open area. There's all this area that the monster could travel through, and in all this area as well. But you know what? No one's gonna see, like, the monster doesn't see your sound spikes. He's not gonna be like, oh shit, sound spike? Oh, fuck, another one? Oh, fuck, oh, can't go that way. You know, he's not gonna do that. You can't see him. Unless he sniffs them and sees them at a distance. But the way I do it, if you watch the Griffin tutorial, I always make sure where I put them is just really well hidden, either next to a tree or on different levels, so it's not really in his eyesight right away. So just keep that in mind when you're doing it. That covers obviously the sound spikes. This is where you start in this map, Medlab, which is this one has an indoor. I believe it's indoor. Yeah, indoor fighting for the power relay, which is really, it favors the hunters, to be honest. But you know, it is what it is. So monster, obviously you spawned here. Let's just cut the map in half. As you can see right away, this is the bigger map, bigger half of the map. This map. Keep in mind, this map has so many different tyrants, and I mean like a lot of tyrants. They're all in different locations along the river bends here that you could use to your advantage. Right when I start off the map for this one as monster, what I like to do is I like to come down here. I like to feed on a lot of the different stuff here, obviously using these two rocks as cover and kind of hiding around stuff to get over to this area, and I'll follow this line. Out here is really out in the open. There is like a little cave system here, but it's more or less of just trying to stay covered. I always stay on the move anyway, so I like to start here, kind of come around here, and then I'll go through one of these ways and kind of keep zigging and zag around the map. Time I get about to, like, I don't know, maybe even here, I could probably be fully third stage evolved. For hunters, it really depends on, obviously it always depends on the hunters you be. If you want to check this area, I always send one down here, and then I send the rest coming through this area, and this allows you to check this area right away. If you want to do it a different way of covering the next areas here, what we usually do is we'll go through the middle here and we'll branch off just kind of to cover this big area, almost like a pitchfork, I guess you could say, and that covers the whole back area there. For this one, we pretty much actually just kind of go balls to the walls here, and we'll have two of us each way. That covers that area. And this is just I'm trying to show you guys that you could funnel the monster constantly in these maps, and a lot of people don't do that. If the monster's here and you're just say, wait, let me just draw you a little monster. This is Mr. Goliath. Yeah, that's fucking Goliath. Deal with it. Anyway, if you're chasing the monster constantly and he's just constantly going this way, why the fuck are you going to keep following him as the trapper? Why don't you just cut through here, and you can meet him at the time he gets here and goes, oh shit, and then boom, arena. Actually, what I should have done was boom, arena. But anyway, that's just another thing is with the trapper, you got to always constantly cut off the monster and stuff like that. For this area, it's the same thing. When Oops, I did not. What the fuck? A piece of the map is escaping. Oh my god. But anyway, we're gonna go down this way. This is for the hunters, and you kind of want to funnel this in one area, and this will cover this back area. And the same thing kind of goes for the top left area here. When trying to funnel the monster, you could actually have two people this way and split them up. But you gotta be careful when splitting up. Obviously, like I said, more experienced players will split up more than people that are just getting into the game and stuff like that. But yeah, Medlab is a really big map, and it's really hard to cover, but obviously with those sound spikes there, it kind of helps you out. Places that you want to fight, if I wanted to fight the Goliath, for instance, like if I wanted to choose favorite spots, fucking damn floating circle, would be here, because there's not a lot of different areas that he could climb on. This is pretty much almost flat land, and you could get him in this river bend, which is really nice as well. Areas like any open area like this, even, you could get them in, and you don't have to travel around shit. Obviously, if you trapped him like here, there's so much different things that he can go around and climb on, and to kind of hide from you, especially even with Wraith and the Kraken flying around. So it always varies, but I'm just trying to show you guys what I usually do with the monster, where I like to start feeding, and where I like to branch out my hunters when searching for the monster for stage 1. Pretty much. And as I said, when it comes to turrets and placing, obviously I can't get into great detail within this section here, which is going to float away on us. Can't get into this section here, where to throw your defensive items. Like I said, just don't bunch stuff like that, like bunch stuff up together. Anyway, that's just a quick tutorial of Medlab. I hope this helped you guys. I'm actually hoping these videos are helping you understand the maps better, and kind of know, a lot of people don't know how to play Griffin that well, and this isn't just strict tutorials just for sound spikes. Keep in mind that I'm also showing you guys how to branch out, where to feed, and keep in mind where the best wildlife spawns in some areas. And I'll try to, like, it's hard to memorize where tyrants and stuff are throughout this one, because there's quite a bit. I think there's about 3 in Medlab, I'm pretty sure, roughly. I'm trying to think of it now. Obviously, I'm not playing the map at this moment. But hopefully this helps you guys, and happy hunting to y'all. Take it easy.